The future depends on what we do in the present. These wise words by Mahatma Gandhi remind us that what we do today can shape the future we experience. And as we look ahead to 2025, there is one prediction from Baba Vanga that stands out. Not just because it is chilling, but because it could change everything we know about the world. Baba Vanga, known for her mysterious foresight, predicted that 2025 could be the year that everything we know begins to unravel. Among the many prophecies she made, one stands above the rest: the fall of a major global figure, an event so powerful that it could ripple through nations, spark unrest, and completely reshape the course of history. As tensions mount between major powers like the United States, European Union, and Canada, one cannot help but wonder, could Baba Vanga's prediction be on the brink of coming true? The political landscape is currently teetering on the edge, with significant economic battles that began with policies like Donald Trump's tariffs. These aggressive stances on trade have not only strained diplomatic relations, but also ignited retaliatory measures from long-standing allies. In many ways, these policies were designed to strengthen America's economy, but instead they contributed to an economic downturn, causing inflation, unemployment, and a diminishing global influence for the US. Baba Vanga's predictions have fascinated people for decades. Some of her prophecies have already come true, leaving people wondering if her foresight extends beyond coincidence. But this specific prophecy, this one about a major political figure falling, it's different. It's not just a warning, it's a wake-up call. The stakes are higher than ever before, and political experts and spiritual thinkers alike are beginning to see a potential alignment between the tensions in global politics and Baba Vanga's ominous prediction. If such a major event were to unfold, how would it change the world? Would this mark the beginning of a new era, or could it ignite further chaos and instability? Welcome to a journey of wisdom, as we explore the mysteries of time, consciousness, and truth. If you're drawn to the hidden patterns of destiny and the deeper meanings behind world events, this might just be the video that shifts your perspective on everything. Let's dive in. Who is Baba Vanga? Before we delve deeper into her predictions for 2025, it's important to understand who Baba Vanga was and why her prophecies continue to stir the hearts and minds of millions. Baba Vanga, often referred to as the Nostradamus of the Balkans, was born in 1911 in a small village called Strum, which is now part of North Macedonia. At the young age of 12, she experienced a life-changing event when she was caught in a violent storm and buried under sand. The injuries she sustained left her blind, but many believe that what she lost in sight, she gained in insight. Shortly after her accident, Baba Vanga began experiencing vivid visions, some of which seemed to reach beyond the confines of time and space. People began to take notice. Farmers, factory workers, and even high-ranking political leaders traveled great distances to seek her counsel. Her visions were often unsettling, as they didn't merely point to the future, but contained startling details about the fate of nations, economies, and individuals. Many of her predictions were so precise that they left even the most skeptical individuals questioning her abilities. Despite her fame, Baba Vanga lived a modest life. She never sought the spotlight, choosing instead to remain isolated in her small home. And yet, her words echoed far beyond the confines of her village, reaching millions around the world. Even after her death in 1996, her prophecies continued to captivate minds. One of the most frequently cited examples of Baba Vanga's uncanny accuracy is her prediction of the September 11th attacks. She reportedly foresaw steel birds crashing into major buildings in the United States, a vision that seemed vague at the time but in hindsight was eerily precise. Her words seemed cryptic until the event unfolded, which is what makes her prophecies so unsettling. They often sound like riddles until the moment they come true. Beyond political events, Baba Vanga also predicted climate changes, the rise of artificial intelligence, and the fall of major global powers. As we approach 2025, people are wondering whether her next set of predictions could be as accurate as her past ones. But perhaps the real question is not whether her predictions will come true, but rather, how can we use them to better prepare ourselves for what might be ahead? Simunta, Baba Vanga's predictions for 2025, the shocking revelations. Let's dive into the main predictions Baba Vanga made for 2025. These prophecies are not meant to terrify, but to open our eyes to the reality that lies ahead. The world is changing rapidly, and the events that Baba Vanga predicted may not be as far-fetched as we once thought. Environmental catastrophes. One of the most shocking predictions Baba Vanga made is related to the environment. She foresaw a world where climate conditions would spiral into chaos. Earth would experience an increasing number of natural disasters, earthquakes, hurricanes, floods, and extreme weather events that would reshape the global landscape. These events could push our planet to its limits, causing irreparable damage to cities, agricultural regions, and ecosystems. Baba Vanga's vision wasn't limited to just occasional storms or minor quakes. She predicted major events that would flatten cities and overtake fertile lands, turning them into barren deserts. These catastrophes would not just be natural occurrences. They would have far-reaching consequences that could lead to global humanitarian crises. Nations would struggle to provide for their citizens, and millions of people could be displaced. By these events, her predictions resonate with what is happening today. Rising sea levels, increasing temperatures, and changing weather patterns are already wreaking havoc on the environment. Cities like Miami and New York are already dealing with frequent flooding, and island nations are facing the risk of disappearing beneath the rising tides. If Baba Vanga's prophecy holds true, the worst may be yet to come. The oceans are not just rising, they're becoming increasingly polluted, and the effects are being felt on a global scale. Coastal cities and island nations, which are home to millions of people, are at risk of disappearing altogether. These prophetic warnings from Baba Vanga aren't just predictions, they're a reflection of the challenges we face right now. Daf Peak comes. Global energy crisis. In addition to the environmental chaos, Baba Vanga predicted a severe global energy crisis. She foresaw a world where resources like oil, gas, and electricity would become scarce, leaving nations scrambling to meet even their most basic needs. As energy supplies dwindle, conflicts would arise and political tensions would reach new heights. The demand for energy could outstrip supply, causing widespread disruptions. As renewable energy sources like solar and wind become more prevalent, Baba Vanga warned that the transition might not be as smooth as we hope. While these technologies offer a cleaner future, scaling them up to replace traditional energy sources may take longer than anticipated. This gap in energy production could leave countries struggling to adapt, causing economic hardship and societal unrest. In a world where basic necessities like electricity, transportation, and heating are no longer guaranteed, the consequences could be severe. The cost of living would skyrocket, and many people would be left without access to even the most basic services. The global energy crisis could spark widespread conflict, with nations fighting over resources and control. Satafi, AI and technological control. Baba Vanga's predictions also extended to the rise of artificial intelligence, AI. She warned that AI would no longer just be a tool for human convenience, but would surpass human control in ways that we cannot fully predict. Imagine a world where machines make decisions on their own, decisions that could affect every aspect of human life. This is no longer science fiction. With the rapid advancement of AI, we're already seeing machines making decisions about who gets hired, who receives loans, and what information we see on our screens. The potential for AI to be used maliciously or for biased algorithms to harm society is a real concern. Baba Vanga's prophecy about AI warns that we might be heading into a future where technology surpasses our understanding, and we lose control over the systems that were meant to serve us. If AI continues to evolve at its current pace, it could have profound implications for the job market, society, and even national security. Will AI be a tool for progress, or will it become a force that threatens our way of life? Baba Vanga's predictions about AI are a call for us to be mindful of the technology we create and the responsibility we hold in using it. Alasturories, geopolitical tensions and potential war. As if the environmental and technological crises weren't enough, Baba Vanga also predicted a dramatic escalation in global tensions in 2025. She foresaw an intensification of rivalries between the world's leading powers, leading to conflicts that could reshape the political landscape. These geopolitical breakdowns could result in economic instability, social unrest, and even full-scale war. In a world where nations are already competing for resources and long-standing disputes are bubbling to the surface, the potential for war becomes all too real. Baba Vanga's warnings about escalating geopolitical tensions are a stark reminder that the choices we make today could determine the future of international relations. Her prophecy suggests that the digital age will bring about a new kind of warfare, cyber attacks, technological espionage, and the use of AI for military purposes. The rise of digital warfare is already evident, with countries investing heavily in cybersecurity and defense systems. As the world becomes increasingly connected, the risks of a cyber attack escalating into a global conflict become more apparent. spiritual crisis and awakening. While Baba Vanga's predictions about environmental, technological, and geopolitical crises are unsettling, they also point to a deeper truth. These challenges, though daunting, serve as opportunities for spiritual awakening. Baba Vanga's messages encourage us to reflect on our role in the world and the choices we make in the face of adversity. The ultimate lesson of her predictions is that true power lies not in the external events we face, but in how we respond to them. Whether it's through compassion, resilience, or mindfulness, the way we navigate these challenges will determine our collective future. Baba Vanga's foresight serves as both a warning and a call to action, urging us to prepare spiritually, mentally, and emotionally for the changes ahead. Conclusion: a wake-up call for humanity. As we look ahead to 2025, Baba Vanga's predictions may seem like a grim forecast of what's to come. But instead of succumbing to fear, we should use these predictions as a call to action. The future is shaped not by fate, but by the choices we make today. Baba Vanga's prophecies urge us to be more mindful, more compassionate, and more united in the face of adversity. Whether her predictions come true or not, the underlying message is clear. The future is in our hands. It's up to us to choose how we respond to the challenges ahead. Will we let fear and division guide us, or will we rise to the occasion with wisdom, compassion, and unity? Thank you for joining me on this journey into Baba Vanga's world of predictions. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The future is uncertain, but one thing is clear: the time to prepare is now.